Welcome, dear reader. Pause for a moment and imagine standing at the beginning of a long, silent road. There are no clear signs, no guarantees, and no promises about what lies ahead. The path stretches far into the distance, sometimes smooth, sometimes broken, sometimes disappearing completely. Many people stand at this starting point with hope in their hearts, yet only a few continue walking when the road becomes difficult. Why does this happen? Why do some people stop, while others keep moving forward no matter what? Today, you are about to discover a powerful and life-changing secret, one that explains why some people seem to never fail, even when they face repeated setbacks. At first glance, it may look like these people are simply more talented, more confident, or more fortunate than others. You might believe they have something special that makes their journey easier. But if you look closely, you will notice something surprising. Their path is not easier at all. In fact, it is often more challenging, more uncertain, and more demanding. They face obstacles just like everyone else, sometimes even more. Yet they continue moving forward with a quiet determination that cannot be easily shaken. This creates a deep curiosity. What allows them to keep going when others give up? To understand this, you must step onto the road yourself, not physically, but mentally. Imagine taking your first few steps. At the beginning, everything feels manageable. The path is clear, your energy is high, and your confidence is strong. But slowly, the road begins to change. Small stones appear, making your steps uncomfortable. Then come larger obstacles, unexpected turns, steep climbs, and moments where the path seems to disappear completely. This is the point where many travelers begin to doubt themselves. They stop, look back, and wonder if they should return. However, there is a different kind of traveler on this road. This traveler notices the same obstacles but reacts differently. Instead of seeing them as reasons to stop, they see them as part of the journey. When the path becomes unclear, they do not panic. They slow down, observe carefully, and choose their next step with patience. When they stumble, they do not stay on the ground. They rise again, not with frustration, but with understanding. This mindset is the foundation of their strength. As the journey continues, the road becomes more complex. There are moments of confusion, where every direction seems uncertain. In these moments, many people feel lost and overwhelmed. They may think that they have failed or that they are not capable of continuing. But those who never fail do something different. They accept uncertainty as a natural part of growth. Instead of needing all the answers, they focus on taking the next small step. They understand that clarity often comes after action, not before it. Another important part of their journey is how they deal with mistakes. On this road, mistakes are unavoidable. A wrong step may lead to a difficult situation. A poor decision may slow down progress. For most travelers, these mistakes feel heavy. They carry regret, self-doubt, and fear. But the travelers who never fail treat mistakes in a completely different way. They see each mistake as a message, not a judgment. They ask themselves, "What is this teaching me?" instead of, "Why did this happen to me?" This simple change in thinking transforms every mistake into a valuable lesson. As time passes, the journey demands more effort. The road becomes steeper, the air feels heavier, and progress seems slower. This is where patience becomes essential. Many travelers expect quick results. When they do not see immediate progress, they lose motivation and stop trying. But those who never fail understand that meaningful progress takes time. They do not rush the process. They continue walking, even when the results are not visible. They trust that every step, no matter how small, is moving them forward. There is also a deep relationship between effort and growth on this road. For some, effort feels like a burden, something to avoid. But for these travelers, effort is a sign that they are improving. When something feels difficult, they do not step back. Instead, they lean into the challenge. They know that comfort does not create growth. Only effort, repeated over time, build strength and skill. At certain points, the road becomes unpredictable. What once seemed like the right direction may suddenly change. A path that looked promising may lead to a dead end. This can be discouraging, especially for those who expect a clear and direct route. But those who never fail are flexible. They are willing to change direction, to try new approaches, and to explore unknown paths. They understand that success is not always a straight line. Sometimes it requires adjusting and adapting along the way. Reflection becomes another powerful tool in their journey. After each experience, they take time to think. They do not ignore what happened, and they do not rush forward without understanding. Instead, they pause and reflect. They consider what worked well and what could be improved. This habit allows them to grow continuously. It turns every experience, good or bad, into an opportunity for learning. As the journey goes on, emotional strength becomes just as important as physical effort. There are moments of frustration, disappointment, and doubt. These feelings are natural, and everyone experiences them. The difference is how they are handled. Travelers who never fail do not allow these emotions to control their actions. They acknowledge them, understand them, and then continue moving forward. They do not wait to feel perfect before taking the next step. Confidence also begins to grow, but not in the way many expect. It does not come from always succeeding. Instead, it comes from surviving challenges and continuing despite difficulty. Every time they overcome an obstacle, their belief in themselves becomes stronger. They begin to trust their ability to handle whatever comes next. This kind of confidence is deep and lasting because it is built on experience, not just success. Another key difference is how they measure progress. Many people compare themselves to others, looking at different paths and different speeds. This often leads to frustration and self-doubt. But those who never fail focus on their own journey. They measure progress by their own improvement, not by someone else's success. This keeps their mind clear and their motivation strong. As the road continues, something begins to change. Failure, which once felt heavy and frightening, starts to lose its meaning. It becomes just another part of the journey, no different from a turn or a step. The fear of failing disappears, replaced by curiosity and determination. The travelers realize that failure was never something to avoid. It was something to understand. Eventually, they reach a point where the idea of failure no longer exists in the same way. Every experience has value. Every step has purpose. There is no wasted effort, no meaningless mistake. Everything contributes to growth. This realization changes everything. It brings a sense of calm, confidence, and freedom. And now, the secret is clear. People who never fail are not those who avoid mistakes or challenges. They are those who continue learning, adapting, and moving forward no matter what happens. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. So as you think about your own journey, remember this powerful truth. The road may be long, uncertain, and difficult at times. You may face obstacles, make mistakes, and feel lost. But none of these mean that you have failed. They are simply steps in your growth. Keep walking, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Because in the end, the people who never fail are the ones who never stop trying.